Minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I rise in support of the rule which provides consideration of legislation to bring relief to Americans and unleash the power of American energy. 40%. That is the spike in heating costs borne by many of my constituents in New York State during a bitter, life-threatening winter. And for a family on a budget, a retiree on a fixed income, that 40% hike is a painful one. It means doing without certain items in the grocery store, carefully rationing when and how you keep the heat on in your home despite bitter cold temperatures. Mr. Speaker, these are the terrible choices that my constituents must make due to the Biden-Hochul energy agenda. This is life for many Americans in the unaffordable, inflation-ridden Biden economy. Let's not be fooled by the president's rhetoric about a Putin price hike at the pump. The regulatory machine imposed on American energy has been built for one objective in mind: to destroy our nation's energy sector as we know it. In New York State, our governor, Kathy Hochul, she's made it a top priority to force our state's farmers, those that guarantee our nation's food security, and leaders in conservation, into a future of expensive and unreliable electric vehicles and equipment that's technology doesn't even exist yet. We know that current EV technology is inferior to diesel machinery. We know that a future with more EV batteries and EV motors means a greater dependence on China. But God forbid we let those inconvenient truths get in the way of the left's radical, out-of-touch Green New Deal religion. The southern tier of New York sits atop one of the country's greatest natural resource endowments, the Marcellus Shale. Just across the border from my district in neighboring Pennsylvania, hydraulic fracturing has created an economic miracle and newfound prosperity. It's transformed their economy, while counties in my district in the southern tier are some of the poorest in all of our state. Yet Governor Hochul, taking her cues from Democrats here in Washington, has made it her mission to ensure those same opportunities, that dream of prosperity and economic revival, is denied to New Yorkers in the southern tier. Democrats in Albany and Washington, they've locked away the promise of natural gas production. They've blocked the construction of oil and gas pipelines, and they are now leading the way on banning natural gas to our homes. Mr. Speaker, Americans are desperate for relief and an end to the left's destructive anti-energy agenda. H.R. 1 promises to unleash the power of our nation's energy sector once again. It will create countless new jobs, bring investment and economic rebirth into communities across this great country, and it will allow Americans once again to live in a world where they can afford to farm their farm, drive their car, put food on their table, and heat their homes. Mr. Speaker, I support this rule, and I yield back.